Hey guys, Oro here, and today we are going over the brand new Elden Ring patch notes version 1.12. This is, of course, the patch to prepare for the DLC Shadow of the Erdtree releasing tonight. I hope you guys are excited as I am to dive in to the Land of Shadow, but without further ado, let's dive in. Of course, this is my first time reading. So you're going to get my first reaction as well. It should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this because this affects not only the DLC, but the base game as well. There's going to be a lot of meaty stuff in here. I'm really excited. All right. Let's go one at a time here from the bottom. New feature, added support for Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. 5 new hairstyles have been added to the game. They can be selected during character creation using Cloud Mirror Stand. We're using Renala's rebirth feature. That's awesome. New hairstyles are really cool. New customization, always welcome. I believe they put up pictures on their Twitter if you guys want to see the sneak peek there, or you could just, load up your game. Added map functions menu for the map menu. This is really cool. I didn't know about this. New summoning pool features. Active summoning pools will now be carried over into New Game Plus. Previously, if you went over to New Game Plus, any New Game Plus cycle, it would erase all the summoning pools that you activated. You have to reactivate every single one of them. It was horrible. Thankfully, they switched that. You can freely go to New Game Plus. Don't worry about your summoning pools. Only a one-time thing per character. That's awesome. Individual summoning pools can now be enabled and disabled in the newly added map functions menu. Now, this is a really nice quality of life change because, like, a lot of people, they like to do co-op. They like to just place their sign wherever, but maybe they activated a summoning pool that they hate, like they hate Moog. When they activated Moog summoning pool, and they're like, damn it, I wish I didn't do that. Well, now you can disable it and you can enable, Radons if you really want to fight Radon instead and disable everything else, That's really cool. That's really cool. Nice new feature there. If include distant areas is selected when using the small golden effigy, summoning pools within the Mogwin Palace will not be selected for summoning even if you have activated them. Interesting. That's interesting. If you are within the Mogwin Palace, select nearby only when using the small golden effigy, you'll be able to be summoned within the area. That's very interesting. They changed that definitely for the DLC. Okay. New inventory features. Newly obtained items will be marked with an exclamation mark. A new tab called Recent Items has been added to review recently obtained items. This is such a nice quality of life changes. Both of these can be toggled on and off at will. And by default, at least if my experience has anything to do with it, they are off. So you'll have to go in your settings and turn them on. I don't like the exclamation mark, but the recent item tabs is super nice. Both of them are helpful in their own way, though. Exclamation mark's helpful if you found like an armor piece and you want to like equip it in your inventory. You scroll down, you have a lot of armor. But if you have everything, it just gets a little annoying. And recent item tabs is just super helpful. It also is anything you've recently interacted with. So that's cool. Continuing on, display settings can be changed from the display tab in the display menu. I'm assuming that's PC only. Added new feature to summon Spectral Steed during the Elden Beast boss battle. Oh my god. They actually made Elden Beast way better. You can actually chase him now. Oh my god, this is what it should have been from the start. Holy shit, that's actually huge. Wow, nice. Final boss buff. Let's go. No more running. No more running away, bitch. You're coming with me. Added a new feature to the Coliseum. Crafted consumable items that have been used during a battle will be replenished at the end of your session. That's so cool. Wow. So you don't have to worry about crafting more consumables. What you bring in is temporary. That's so sick. Oh, I love that. Or refilled, really. That is so cool. Really nice quality of life for us PvPers. Added support for Arabic language. Nice. More languages, always good. Steam only new features. Interesting. New keyboard and mouse settings. Added lock-on change threshold setting of mouse controls. Added a setting to change cursor movement behavior in the map menu. This looks like lots of quality of life mouse and keyboard stuff. Added key assignments to open the map in the key settings menu. Was that not a thing before? That's crazy. Uh-oh. We're at the good shit. We're at my favorite shit. PvP exclusive balance adjustments. Oh boy, I'm respectfully worried about this. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. The adjustments in this section do not affect single player or cooperative play. Does that mean there's none to single player or co-op play? Because we're doing this first? I don't think so. I think this might be the end of those changes. We'll find out. Weapons adjustments. After being affected by madness and or sleep status effects, the status effect buildup will be halted for a short period of time. Thank God. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. So like you can't get madness and then, you know, someone does the Vikes weapon art on you and you get hit and you roll into more madness and you're like ready to get madness again. That's super nice. That's super nice. Yeah, being able to chain that was a little stupid. That's huge. But no bleed, no frost, no other status effects, only madness or sleep because of the stun. I don't know about that, but we'll continue reading. Increase the poise damage of some attacks against other players of the following weapon types: great swords, colossal swords, curved great swords, great axes, hammers, flails, great hammers, colossal weapons, and great spears. Good. It was dumb. It was actually dumb that you could like tank like a colossal sword with like a hyper armor move like incredibly easily. I like that change. That's nice. Hyper armor has been absolute menace, especially just 0 frame weapon art spam ones like Storm Assault and Storm Stomp. I really hope they fix that. We'll see. Halberds too, right at the bottom there. Adjusted poise damage of some dual wield attacks against other players by the following weapon types: great swords, axes, great axes, hammers, great hammers, halberds, reapers. Nice. Adjusted. Does that mean buffed? What does adjusted mean? Because I feel like all of those are terrible in PvP. I think these are things that definitely should be increased, but it said adjusted or adjusted. Okay. It's fine. Increased poise damage attacks against other players from dual wielded attacks of the following weapon types. Oh, so adjusted might mean nerf, because this is increased now. Interesting. Axes, hammers, halberds, reapers. Nice. Axes and hammers, reapers, huge. Halberds, I don't know if halberds really needed that, but you know what? Go halberds. Increased poise damage of axes against other players. Didn't they just say that? Interesting. These are roughly translated patch notes. Decrease the damage of dual wield attacks against other players of all weapon types. Good. That's huge. Power stancing anything was just better than we were wielding one or two handing, like for almost every single weapon type. I hope that this is a massive. I hope that this nerf is massive. I want it to be really big. I wish we had numbers, but we'll find out soon enough. As we know, you know, when they say decreased, it could be like as little as 5-10%. I remember when I saw Dragon Breath nerf, and then the next day I still get one-shotted by it. And I was like, maybe not. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Speaking of nerfs, that's something I definitely want to see is a Dragon Breath just stun lock nerf. God, so obnoxious in invasions particularly, and in duels it's not an issue. But decrease the poise damage of some attacks against other players of the following weapon types: daggers, straight swords, thrusting swords, heavy thrusting swords, curved swords, katanas, twin blades, axes, spears, reapers. Huh. Poise, it looks like poise is becoming a thing again with this change in particular. Because before, it didn't really matter. Everything did so much poise damage that poise, you know, it mattered, but it mattered only in the arena. With, you know, when you're super sweaty, it was like 108 for an offhand rapier poke, and everything else you just, you know, dealt with. This is interesting. This puts poise back on the menu. I don't know if I like that, because I sort of like this meta where, like, I didn't have to worry about poise and I just equipped whatever I wanted, you know. I am a sort of a casual invader in terms of PvP. Like, I don't sweat in the arena too often because it's just not fun. You know, the game's not meant for that, in my opinion. It's not where the fun's at. It's just, you know, dual pokes, which hopefully this is changing things. Hopefully this changes things and makes competitive PvP a little more interesting. These are really good changes so far. Maybe I will. Maybe I will sweat it up. We'll see. Interesting. So they're doubling back on their poise changes, which is very interesting. Whips, fist, and claws too. Okay. So you'll now be able to poise tank stuff again. I think that was good. I think this is a good change. Decrease the poise value of some attack motions against other players of the following weapon types: great swords, colossal swords, curved great swords, great axes, hammers, flails, great hammers, colossal weapons, great spears. Interesting. So poise value is hyper armor. That's nice. That's really nice. So they decrease the hyper armor you get on all of the quote unquote hyper armor weapons, halberds, of course, as well. Yeah, they're sort of doubling back on their change, which is great. The last patch really messed up their balancing. They were finally getting to somewhere where the game seemed pretty balanced, and then they goofed it all up, and then hyper armor was king. So it feels like they're trying to reverse their change, but not too much, because, you know, it was nice to be able to swing a straight sword and not just have someone poise tank through it, you know. I hope they don't remove that entirely, because, you know, it made those weapons more of a threat than usual, but we'll see. Talking about like one-handed, of course. Dual everything is insane. Decrease the damage of some attacks against other players for the heavy thrusting swords weapon type. Nice. Increase the damage of dual wield attacks against other players for the following weapon types: spears, great spears. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Those were dumb. We all know how good, you know, power stance spears and great spears are. Like, holy moly. Thank God. Okay, so dual wielding those are going to be less insane. But again, I want to see some numbers. I don't think we're going to see numbers. I think we're going to have to find those ourselves. Decrease the damage animation motion of the following weapon types when another player is stunned by a two-handed heavy running attack: fist and claws. Thank God. So what this means is that fist and claws had a true combo with the running R2. That would combo into all sorts of nasty stuff. Basically insta-kill. The most popular you probably saw was a classic Blood Flame Raptor Talons, and those were just not okay. Thankfully, yeah, they were completely broken, is what I mean. Thankfully, it looks like they removed that true combo, so that's not gonna just insta-kill you if you get hit by it, so that's nice. Very cool. Decrease the effects of Baldekin's Blessing and Radiant's Baldekin's Blessing to increase poise value and physical damage negation PvP. Okay. That's a weird one. No one used those. Actually, people would be able to use those now because of their arena change. You would actually, if you use the Radiant Baldekin Blessing in the arena, it would regen now. So that's what they're doing. They're nerfing that because they're afraid of people using it in arena now. That's pretty smart. I didn't even think of that until this exact note. Because you only get one per playthrough, right? At least of the Radiant. And it's really strong. It's actually insanely strong. Good thing. That's a good thing they're nerfing it in PvP. That's good. Okay. Skill adjustments now. So the weapon adjustments was like the base move sets and properties of like stuff like Madness and Sleep. Now we're on to actual specific weapon skills, which is of course everyone's favorite button L2. AKA their weapon art, AKA their skills. Let's have a freaking look. Spinning slash, yes! Decreased damage, thank God. Flaming strike, decreased damage, thank God. Oh, wow, these are spicy. These are excellent already. These two are incredibly broken. Is super strong. Spinning slash was completely spammable. You just mashed L2 and caught everybody. And you didn't really have to have any skill because it swung so much. I don't know if that's still going to be the case, but at least they decreased the damage. And Flaming Strike has so many active frames. It's a really, really powerful in PvP. And if you get hit by the exact range, you get another hit into a true combo. And it's just devastating. The damage is incredibly super high too. So decreased damage, that's good. That's good. Rain of Arrows. Oh no, my favorite. Decreased damage and poise damage. Okay. So this one was more used in invasions. You would sneak up on someone with Rain of Arrows with like the Radon bow. And you just use storm arrows, and it would AoE stun lock people to death. And it was hysterical. So it looks like that got nerfed. Unlucky. Massive invader tool for people just sitting around, because it would only hit people if they were standing still. So that's a bit of a bummer, but you know what? It was pretty dumb. I'll accept this. Cursed Blood Slash, decreased damage. This is one I'm a little surprised to see. That's Morgoth's sword, for you guys who don't know. That's a super big like sweep. He does like a upper hand like dash towards you, and then he does another slash, follow up with 2 slashes. It's really good. It's got a massive forward momentum, and it does a lot of damage. But this is not something I thought that needed a nerf, because I didn't see it that often. But interesting. Transient Moonlight. We all know what that is. Moon Veil, decreased damage. Yeah, that does not shock me at all. I think they needed to decrease the damage, but they needed to also decrease the poise damage of the range component of Transient Moonlight. So if I don't see that, no, a little disappointed there. But maybe that includes all this poise changes stuff. I guess time will tell, because I think that was the real issue, is the stun from people just missing it or using it as a ranged weapon in PvP. Anyways, Lightning Storm. Decreased poise damage. Interesting. Okay. Lightning Storm is Nefelilu's Stormhawk Axe. Super, super powerful Ash of War. This was very good for everybody. Super high, super fast startup. And a true comboed. It's still gonna true combo, at least I think, into like another swing. It's got like 3 big swings, and usually the second one roll catches. Yeah, it stun locked everybody instantly. So decreasing the poise damage is a little worrying, because it was a really good get off me tool for people ganking you when you were in an invasion, when you were surrounded. So oof, I don't know if I like that one. I really liked my, please get off it tool. So oof. Yeah, definitely some invader nerfs here. But who can tell? Who can tell until we actually play? Spear Call Ritual. This was dumb. Decreased poise damage. Nice. Honestly, it's weird that they only said decreased poise damage, because those spears do a lot of just damage. But getting sunlocked into another one of them that spawns, that's going to be nice to be able to actually roll out of them. Still super powerful then if they didn't touch anything else. Ancient Lightning Spear, decreased damage. That's a little sad. I actually don't think this needed to be nerfed at all. This is, of course, Granny Snacks Lightning Spear. Everybody's favorite big lightning, red lightning snipe. Yeah, it felt like that didn't need a damage nerf. Like if you got hit by that, it was sort of your own damn fault. You could easily roll it in every scenario. Maybe in invasions, like with people ganking, it was a little annoying getting hit by it sometimes, but I don't know. I feel like that's a weird nerf, but whatever. Radon's Rain. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. I got confused. Rain of Arrows is very similar. Decreased damage and poise damage. Yeah, I used Radon's Rain with Radon's bow, obviously. Sorry. Sort of the same thing. It's basically the same thing on a different great bow. Yeah, that's a nerf. That's probably warranted. Spinning weapon. No way. Wait, what? Spinning weapon is base flail damage. Base spinning weapon is a base flail skill. There's no Ash of War for it. It's only on base infused flails. Decreased damage animation motion when stunning other players. It got nerfed? Wait, why though? Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of something else. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Spinning weapon is the magic spinning. And that was really good on Renala's staff and nothing else. So it's weird that they nerfed it. I don't know about that. Yeah, sorry, I got a little confused there. I'm thinking of something else. That's it. What? That's it? That's really weird. People are gonna be happy with the Moonveil nerf. But yeah, that's very strange. Whatever. Incant adjustments. Black Flame protection. Decreased physical block rate. Okay, so that means it decreased the physical damage reduction in PvP. Wow, that's awesome, actually. I think this is a very good change because if you're using a physical weapon in a duel and somebody casts Black Flame protection, you are donezo. That's 35% damage reduction. At least that was in PvE. I think it's higher in PvP. I think it's like 20%, but it's still incredibly strong, right? No, it was 35. It was 35 still. That's right. Yeah, no, that was stupid. Wait, yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, 35% in PvP. This is a welcome change. You basically had to keep an elemental weapon on a physical build just for this, which I don't think is healthy. I don't think that's healthy gameplay. I'm glad they're nerfing it. It was insane. Especially in duels, because the downside of Black Flame protection is that you have 20% reduced healing from all sources. So you don't heal in duels. You can't even use your flask in duels. So in duels, you cast this, it's like the best buff. Unless obviously you're fighting someone that does no physical or low physical. But a lot of builds, a lot of top tier meta builds use physical, and this sort of directly counters them. Not anymore, it looks like. Not anymore. Yeah, that's interesting. It'll be more competitive to use maybe the magic negation aura buffs now, which is sort of nice. Or body buffs, I should say. Bestial Sling decreased poise damage, thank God. Bestial Sling was incredibly annoying, super fast cast speed. You could use it while jumping. You could just throw it out, and it would stun you like no matter what. Thank God. That's it. Wow. And now we're done with the PvP stuff. Now we're on to general balance adjustments. So there are PvE stuff. This is for everything. Okay. Adjustments in this section affect both PvE and PvP. So this is double. Now we're into double. We're not actually done with the PvP stuff. Interesting. All right. Adjusted turning speed when using dual wielded heavy thrusting swords. That is bizarre. Good. Dual heavy thrusting sword buff. I could say I've used that a total of 1 time. So maybe that's a nice buff. Being able to turn. Increased dexterity scaling when assigning Ashes of War with corresponding weapon affinities. Whoa. That's crazy. That means that Lightning and Keen are both going to increase the dex scaling of weapons even more. That's scary. That's really scary. I think that's great, though. Dex was in need of something. They don't have a lot. So that's pretty nice. They're I feel like a lot of dex stuff is going to be really strong now. Increased stamina consumption when guarding against attacks of the following weapon types. Great swords, curved great swords, great axes, great hammers. Good. You shouldn't be able to block those willy-nilly. That's fantastic. Increase the speed of some attacks of the following weapon types. Ooh, increase the speed. This is the good shit. This is the stuff that you're actually going to notice. Axes! Great axes, hammers, flails, and reapers. Am I in heaven? They finally buffed flails? And hammers, axes, and great axes, and reapers. No colossal weapons. No colossal weapons, but I'll forgive them. We'll save colossal weapons for later. Oh my god, that's so exciting. Wow, these weapons were absolutely super trash before. Like worse than trash. Like omega garbage. Oh my god, I love that. That's huge. That's huge. They might actually be viable in PvP. Huge change. Increase the damage of charge attacks of the following weapon types: axes, great axes, some colossal weapons. What the heck does some colossal weapons mean? What is that node? What ones though? Holy shit. That's good. Increase the turning speed of normal attacks of the Reaper's weapon type. Oh, wow. So Reaper weapon attacks are going to have more tracking. Won't be able to just roll to the side and just willy-nilly dodge them. That's super cool. Increase damage of the Whip's weapon type, except the Umi whip. Ulumi. The Arumi? Yeah, they tried. Yeah, that's fair. Urumi was insane, especially with Keen. It gets an S scaling in Dex. It was one of my favorite weapons to use in PvP. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Give the other whips some love. They definitely needed it. There was a clear winner between the whips. Rumi was among them. Increase the speed of consecutive attacks of the following weapon types: light bows and long bows. Dude, bow buff. Thank God. That really, really needed it. Bows are trash in everything. That's fantastic. Increase the poise damage of the torch's weapon type. Thanks, FromSoft. Increase the duration of the effect of Mohg's Great Rune. Increases attack power when a bleeding status effect is triggered by a nearby summoned spirit. Cool. Decrease the heal amount reduction from the Flask of Crimson Tears, and increase the heal on attack effect when using Melania's Great Rune. That's scary. I thank God though. I'm loving these Great Rune buffs because there was a clear winner, and it was Morgott's. Yeah, Morgott's. It was just Morgott's. Radon's is okay, and Godric's was pretty good too. Yeah, Godric and Morgott's were top tier essentially. So it's nice to see these buffs on the lesser used ones. This is huge. I wonder if we're actually going to get to play Bloodborne with Melania's Great Rune now. I might actually go get that to try it out. That sounds super fun. Increase the attack power of arrows, great arrows, bolts, and great bolts that can be crafted through item crafting. Wow. Better damage on all of the range stuff. That's sick. They are having a lot of love to archers in this patch. That's sick. Yeah, I'm really loving that. I might make a bow only character. Decrease the turning speed of dual wielded weapons for the following weapon types. Please curved swords. Spears, great spears. Okay, that's good. That's still good. I was hoping curved swords would be among them. Even I think curved swords are dumb, but that's good. That's pretty good. Dual wield spears and great spears are completely broken, so that's fantastic. Oh, spoilers. Decrease poise generation speed during some attacks of the following weapon types: great spears, halberd spears. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Poise generation, of course, being hyper armor startup frames. So the quicker you get hyper armor from attacking during some attacks, apparently. That's good. Decrease the effect that increases the power of spells of Terra Magica. Wait, really? Whoa. They nerfed Terra Magica. Aw. That's sort of sad. Terra Magica was insane. But I didn't think it was that big of a deal. They said stop laser beaming Mohg. They really said stop laser beaming Mohg to get into this DLC. They said please stop. Said Goku needs to go home. Put your Comet Azures away. No more Terra Magica. That's a bit of a bummer. I felt like that wasn't a big issue. Decreased the effect duration of Cerulean Hidden Tear. This is the infinite FP flask. That was pretty good. I gotta admit, it's a pretty strong one. Did they need to nerf it? I don't think so. I thought it was fine. Looks like they really took offense to all these videos of people laser beaming the bosses, and they were like, yeah, stop doing it. So both of those are nerfed. I like how they're right next to each other. They know. They definitely know. Armament adjustments. Troll Knight Sword. Oh, shit. So specific weapon adjustments now. Troll Knight Sword increased damage, thank God. Zamor Curve Sword increased damage, thank God. Increased movement distance of some attacks. Nice. Okay. So it's going to have maybe a bit more forward momentum on the Zamor Curve Sword, which has a very unique moveset, by the way. I want to try that. I'm going to have to try that. Forked Hatchet. Increased damage. Ripple Blade. Decreased status buildup. Thanks God. Decreased status buildup. Enhancement that scales with the arcane attribute. So for those of you who don't know, arcane builds with sleep. Resin plus the Ripple Blade were completely obnoxious in PvP. The status buildup was super, super high. People would just spam the running attack on the Ripple Blade, which is, of course, a halberd. So you'd have that incredibly powerful running attack with sleepy stuff, and it looks like they nerfed the shit out of that. Thank God. That will not be missed. I hope it's still good. I hope it's still viable. It was just completely obnoxious before. Serpent Hunter! I can guess what this is. I can guess what this is. So when they nerfed crouch poking on colossal swords, they actually forgot about the Serpent Hunter. The Serpent Hunter shares a moveset with great spears and colossal swords. So the funny thing is they forgot that, oh shit, we forgot about Serpent Hunter crouching R1s. There's still the super fast colossal great sword crouch poke that got nerfed. This is going to be them saying, oh shit, we forgot. It's been like a year. Sorry about that. Yep. Wait, what? No. That's a bug. It's got to be decreased. It increased? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This is decreased. Don't lie to this. These patch notes are no shot. They increased the speed of the crouching attack. It's like 8 frames startup or some stupid shit. No shot that's increased. I think that's gotta be a mix-up. If it isn't, PvP is cooked. If it isn't, PvP is cooked. The whole game is cooked. That's hysterical. I did not expect increase. Yeah, it's definitely nerfed. Shit, that's really funny. Oh, I got the Ripple Blade confused with the Ripple Crest and Halberd. Honestly, yeah, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to do the same thing with both. Ripple Blade, oh my God, was it an axe? I've never seen the Ripple Blade used. But Ripple Crest and Halberd, obviously the Halberd. That's what people use. Yeah, my bad. Too many weapons in this damn game. Albanorg's Staff, increased attribute scaling. Nice, it was garbage before. Gelmir Glintstone Staff, increased attribute scaling. Nice, getting some buffs. Prince of Death Staff, increased attribute scaling for the less used stabs. Very cool. Golden Order Seal, increased attribute scaling. Nice. This is huge because this is used in Faith builds, the hybrid builds. That's a direct buff to those. So that's really exciting in particular. Claw Mark Seal, increased attribute scaling. Really nice for strength builds. Dragon Communion Seal, increased attribute scaling. Wow, arcane builds, just getting a straight up buff. I don't know if this is necessary. That means that all Dragon Breaths are going to hit even harder. So actually they buffed Dragon Breath. So thanks, FromSoft. Yep. Skill adjustments. Here we go. More skills. This is PvE and PvP time. Kick. Increase poise when you're using the skill. Okay, thank God. It was really dumb that anybody could poise through a kick. Spinning Slash. Decrease the status buildup of your weapon when using this skill. Interesting. Oh, thank God. I was just talking about this earlier. Storm Assault. Decreased the poise generation speed. So this was one of those like 1 frame hyper armor moves. People you'd get hit, and usually, when you get hit, you gotta make a decision. Gotta be like, okay, is he gonna attack again? Is he You know, I gotta wait. With Storm Assault, you didn't have to think. You just pressed Storm Assault, and they got punished for attacking. And that's dumb. And that's stupid. You're getting rewarded for getting hit, is essentially what was happening. So Storm Assault, buffing or nerfing that initial super fast hyper armor. That's a welcome change. You could actually be able to punish it now. You'll actually be able to, you know, if you know someone's going to Storm Assault you, you just press R1 again. It'll stun them. Thank God. Stormcaller. Decrease the poise generation speed. Okay, Stormcaller definitely needed it too, but this is also another very frequently used things for invasions. When, you know, you're getting ganked when you're surrounded, Stormcaller was incredibly useful to just switch to quickly. I don't mind this, though, because that means you got to just, you know, space it out better. People running into you got to be a little more cautious. I think that's fine. Storm Stomp. Thank God, another hyper armor fix. The startup frame of the hyper armor nerfed again. Thank God. Storm Stomp was obnoxious. It has been since day one. I'm surprised it took him this long. Flint Blade Phalanx. Decreased poise damage. Good. Yeah, that was a little stupid. Flint Blade Phalanx is incredibly powerful. It just stunned you no matter what. Loretta's Slash. Decreased poise generation again. Another hyper armor nerf. Thank God. Hyper armor nerfs are really nice. Just for the startup. Just to have them later in the animation is good. Because it means that you can't just spam it out when you're under pressure, you know? This is pretty good. This is pretty good stuff. Although I am worried that this is going to affect invasions pretty negatively because of all the hyper armor changes. You need some hyper armor to deal with 3 people hitting you. So I'm a little worried about some of these changes. I think it might be for the best, especially in terms of 1v1 duels, though. So anyways, continuing on. Bloody Slash. Decreased poise generation speed. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I knew that had hyper armor, but I don't think I've ever swung into Bloody Slash ever. That's a weird one. I think they could have left that one. Like, you just poise, backstab him, or roll through it and hit him. I never had an issue with Bloody Slash. That's weird. Strong Shot. Maybe for PvE, too. Strong Shot. Increase the speed of some attacks. Good. Strong Shot was terrible. Sky Shot. Increase the speed when doing consecutive attacks. Nice. It was terrible. Enchanted Shot. Increase the speed of some attacks. Really nice. Bow skill buffs. Parry. Increased parry hitbox generation speed. Whoa. For just parry? That means that the parry frames are going to be moved. Okay, actually, I don't know what this means. Are they moving the parry frames up? Are they increasing the amount of parry frames on parry? Like, to be as good as Carrion or Retaliation or Golden Parry? Like, what's happening? I don't know, but parry's improved. Stormwall, increased parry hitbox generation speed. Okay, it looks like these are parry frame buffs. And what a parry frame is when you parry, you have a certain amount of frames where if a enemy attacks you with a parryable move, they get parried. So Carrion Retaliation and Golden Parry were among the best in terms of active parry frames. It looks like they're finally normalizing everything, is what I'm assuming is happening. Because Parry and Stormwall were not even close. Yep, Ops Barrier, increased parry, Ocular Parry, added attack recovery time after using the skill. Interesting. Yep, parry buff for all the unused parries. Thank goodness. Maybe we won't just see Carrying Retaliation for parries. The people who actually use like other stuff. Probably not, because there's no point in Stormwall at all. And why would you use parry when you can put something way better on parry? So it's good that they buff these, but they still won't see use. Taker's Flames. Decrease the fire's poise damage. Wow. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is one of a very favorite in PvE, is Blasphemous Blade. It's the remembrance weapon from, our Serpent Boy, Rykard. It's incredibly powerful in PvE, and the fact that it does 7 billion damage, 7 billion poise damage, it has a lot of range, and it heals you. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. So decreasing the fire's poise damage. I think that's fair. Oh, remove the fire's knocking down effect. I feel like they should have left that for PvE because that was pretty fun in PvE. I guess they were like, no more cheesing Millennium. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's gonna be really nice. Getting knocked down by that thing, just getting clipped by it once in an invasion was meant pretty much death. So that's nice. Oh no, my baby! Don't do it! Don't you dare! Oh, I'll accept this. Increase the poise damage of heavy and charged attacks, but decrease the poise damage of the generated magic wave. Okay, so you actually have to hit with it. And it's only poise damage, but no, only poise damage. Whew, dodged. My baby, my Dark Moon Greatsword. Don't touch her. Don't touch my wife's present to me. All right, Thundercloud form. This is, of course, oh God, the God, I can't even think of it. It's the red lightning Thundercloud weapon. I can't think of it right now. Decreased poise damage. Huh. That's a weird one. Magma shower. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the cloud was a little obnoxious. If you got like knocked around with the cloud, it stun locked you into the full thing. I think that's okay. Magma shower. Decrease poise generation speed. Nice. Okay. Nerfed hyper armor startup. Thunderstorm. Decreased damage. Wow. Wow, I never thought I'd see that. Decreased damage. That's definitely needed. Bubble shower. Decreased damage and poise damage. Oh man, that's a little sad. People use bubble shower against bigger bosses because all the bubbles would land and instantly stun lock them into like more bubbles. That's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, you were able to cheese bosses really easily with bubble shower from the Envoy's horn. I command thee kneel. Increase the poise value during the active part of the skill. Thank God, a buff. Decrease the poise generation speed and a nerf. That's fair. Blood Boon Ritual. This is Moog's, everybody's favorite. Decrease the generated status buildup. Wow. I don't know if I love that. Moog's Spear was awesome. Like, I think it was fair. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I love that one. You could easily dodge it in PvP, and in PvE it was just fun, you know? Like, the boss had to sit still. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. Especially, you know, the DLC, everybody's getting that thing now. Anyways, Loretta's Slash. Decrease the poise generation speed. Nice. We already read that. I swear to God, we already read that. Oh, this is the unique weapon art. Yeah, okay. Bear Witness. Increased damage and poise damage. Nice. Contagious Fury. Decrease the amount of attack power generated by this skill. Oh, wow. Nerfed Contagious Fury. The Jellyfish Shield, of course. It was really, really powerful with the Moonlight Greatsword because you could have an offhand and still be able to use quote-unquote the Moonlight Greatsword weapon art. So that is definitely a Moonlight Greatsword nerf indirectly. And, of course, any other build that uses the Jellyfish Shield. Of course, you had to have it out. Yeah, it was really good. Interesting. Bug fixes. We're all done. We're finally done with the balance changes. I really like those balance changes. It's super exciting, actually. Biggest things are definitely the attack speed buff for lesser used weapons. And the poise damage changes. Those are going to be the most impactful in PvP. And on Moonveil. Moonveil's transient moonlight is definitely going to be apparent. That's going to be one of the most massively apparent things for people playing PvP because that's one of the most common weapons seen, especially in invasions. Bug fixes. This will be interesting. In the inventory menu, add the amount of FP consumed for skills in the Ashes of War display section. Nice. This is just more information. That's really cool. Reduce the time it takes for some gestures to become cancelable by rolling. Nice. Nice. So you can actually use gestures like mid-combat and like cancel them. That's cool. It's nice not being stuck in an animation if someone like attacks you during a gesture. That's cool. Can actually use some more gestures now. Adjusted the input speed in some menus, such as conversation menus, to prevent accidental skips. Ooh, I don't know if I love that. Like, that feels like that's going to be more annoying than helpful, but we'll see. Fixed a bug that caused damage to the player and friendly summons using last right skill under specific circumstances. Yeah, there was a bug where you could grief people using last rights. You could, like, run up and it would, like, slowly do damage over time to them. It was hysterical. Why they nerfed that? That was stupid. Fixed the bug that caused higher than expected poise damage when performing left-handed attacks with thrusting swords. Thank God. Thank God. That's really nice. Yeah, that was super obnoxious in PvP. That's huge. Fixed the bug with spinning slash skill that generated poise when used with twin blades. Yes! Oh my God, this is huge. People figured out recently that spinning slash, when added to twin blades, caused it to have extra hyper armor. Lord knows why. There's different values for everything. But for some reason, the twin blades had just extra, like way extra. And spinning slash was already dumb. So now they had a spinning slash with basically, you know, frame 1 hyper armor. It was obnoxious. It was horrible. Thank God. Fixed a bug in the Black Queen's flame skill that did not apply poise when using this skill. That's really nice. For those of you who don't know, that's Godslayer's Great Swords skill. The super slow slashes. Now it has poise. Very cool. I had a lot of poise when using it, but maybe they goofed it up sometime. Fixed the bug where the characteristics of some weapons were not properly working against mounted enemies. Okay. Not working properly against mounted enemies. Okay. Cool. Fixed the bug that caused a bleed buildup when using spinning strike skill under the effect of the blood flame blade skill, even if the attack did not hit the enemy. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, that's huge. Yeah, no, that's huge. I like that. Fix the bug that caused some skill to perform incorrectly when specific actions were formed. I don't know what that means. Fix the bug that caused unexpected behaviors when incants were used in quick succession. Oh my God, did they fix chain casting finally? Like the jump stuff? You're still able to do that. They might have actually fixed chain casting with that. I'll have to test then. Fixed a bug where the spectral streak did not trigger a death fall under certain circumstances. Interesting. I don't know what the heck that could be. Fixed a bug that prevented players from getting hit by other players under certain circumstances in multiplayer. Huh. I don't know what that means. Did they fix lag? Fixed the bug in Coliseum that allows critical hits against players in specific death animations. Oh my God. Oh, I know exactly what this is. So if you guys don't know, I don't know. Why is this specific to Coliseum? Basically, what you could do is if you death blighted someone, you turn them into a tree, you could chain backstab them forever. I'm assuming that this means they fixed it. Literally, you chain them, they turn into a tree with their long ass, you know, tree animation, and you could go and you could backstab them again and again and again and again and again as long as you wanted. It sounds like they fixed it, but why is it only in the Coliseum? Might be a weird translation thing. I hope they fixed it everywhere because that was awful. Anyways. Fix the bug where Mimic's Veil effect is not properly reflected to other players under circumstances. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I've heard of this happening. Mimic Veil, of course, being this game's chameleon, where you can hide as objects in the game. As you use Mimic Veil, it hides as objects in that specific area. And it sounds like it wasn't properly working. I actually didn't know that. I have heard it happen, but never had it happen to me. It usually works for me. That's nice. Mimic Veil more consistent. Fix the bug that caused other players summoned as hunters to immediately return after being summoned under certain circumstances. Okay, interesting. I don't know anything about that. Fixed a bug in multiplayer where some spirits could be locked on even after they disappeared. Nice. That was definitely annoying. Very cool. Improved multiplayer stability under certain circumstances. Any multiplayer stability buff, I'll take it. Fixed the bug that caused specific maps to render differently than expected under certain circumstances. That's weird. Fixed the bug where damage of some equipped weapons are incorrectly displayed in various menus. Oh, are they gonna fix like the AR display? Is that what they mean by that? Like when you have like buffs and attack buffs and stuff? That would be really cool. Fixes a bug that prevented marking sites of grace in the map menu under certain circumstances. Weird. Fixed a bug where item names and the cursor were not displayed correctly in the inventory menu under certain circumstances. Fixed a bug where actions were available while being in the map menu. Event actions. Fixed a bug in the map menu that caused specific terrains to be displayed differently from the actual terrain. Steam only adjustments. Change the initial layout of key settings and keyboard and mouse and settings in the system menu. Note, if you have created save data before this update, your layout will not be affected. Fixed a bug where mouse cursor would blink in the title menu, causing the game to be unstable under certain circumstances. Fixed a bug where a submenu with no items would be displayed after right click during the tutorial. What the hell? This version, the version number of this update shown at the lower right corner of the title screen will be as follows. App version 1.12, 1.12. Regulation version 1.12.1. We're done. Online play requires player to apply this update. Further updates will be distributed in the future for you to continue enjoying Elden Ring more comfortably. Please stay tuned for more news by following our social channels, joining us on the official Elden Ring Discord server here. There we go. Wow, that was beefy. Holy shit, that was beefy. Been an hour. It's been an hour. It's been an hour reading patch notes. Yeah, this is a beefy patch. As it should be. It's preparing for DLC. Lots of changes, lots of repairs. It's been about 9 months now since the last patch. It's been rough, man. As a PvPer, as someone who plays the game actively, it's been rough. This is much needed. I'm so thankful because adding more stuff from the DLC is only gonna, fuck up PvP even more. And there's so much I'm worried about, but this is give me a bit of a sense of relief because it sounds like they're actually listening to us as the PvP community, telling them like, listen, the hyper armor changes. Frame 1 hyper armor on these Ashes of War is not okay. Like, it's completely ruining PvP balance for everybody. It sounds like they actually taken it to heart and actually listening for once, which is really good and honestly unprecedented for the Elden Ring's life cycle. So huge for PvPers. For PvEers, there's some cool stuff too, but mostly nerfs. A couple buffs. Of course, the attack speed of stuff, that's super cool. I think most of this was nerfs. Most of it was like, stop cheesing PvE. Fuck you, Blasphemous Blade users. Fuck you, Wizards, Azure spammers. And fuck you, Moonveilers. Honestly. Which is wild. Actually, Moonveil was a PvP only, actually, wasn't it? So looks like Moonveil's pretty safe, actually. At least in terms of PvE. So yeah, that's right. Very interesting patch notes. I really enjoyed them. I hope you guys enjoyed my quick analysis / reaction to them. And I hope you guys are excited for the DLC tonight. I can't freaking wait. I'm gonna get back to editing my first playthrough for you guys, of course, which will go live today at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific. So you guys can look forward to that. I will also be streaming PvP at the exact same time in the DLC. It'll be relatively spoiler free, so if you guys want to hop in and say hi, check out how the PvP is. We'll see. What an amazing patch, though. This is probably the best patch Elden Ring has had in a long time. Really looking forward to trying out. And of course, thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more Elden Ring, and I'll see you in the next one.